So today will be day 203 and 204's video because yesterday when I went to make the video last night, my battery cut out mid-video, camera battery, and it was already pretty late, so I had to charge the battery, and I just decided to go ahead and call it then and go to bed. I was pretty tired for the week. So anyway, so because that, there's no reason to really make two videos. I mean, one for yesterday and one for today, since it's all gonna be the same. So anyway, so let's go over the Bod Pod results, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna do. So I weighed in at the Bod Pod at 182, and I had 54 pounds of fat on my body. I started with 101, right? And that was in December 10th. So, and then the first Bod Pod, I had a body fat percentage of 44.8, and that had dropped to 36.3, and then it dropped again to 29.5. So I'm now at 29.5. I lost 6.8% body fat this time, so which is solid. So that means the first time I lost 8.5, so 6.8 is respectable. My lean muscle mass has gone up again. So I started with 125, or lean mass in general, not just muscle, all the whatever it is. But that went up to 126.8 the first time, and then it went up to 128.2 this time. So I gained, according to this, 3.2 in lean body mass since the beginning, but basically 1.7 and 1.5 were the differences. So again, the fact that number went up when I'm losing fat is very positive. In terms of the measurements, we'll just go through them real quick. At the chest level, I started at 46.5 inches. And at the second weigh-in, I was at 43.5, so I lost 3 inches. This one, I was 41.75, so I lost 1.75 inches. At the waist level, 47 was what I started at. And the first time I lost 5.25 inches, so I was at 41.75. This time I was 39.5, so again 1.75 inches. Hips, 45.5 is what I started at. Second one was 43, so I lost 2.5. This time I was at 41.5, so I lost 1.5. Thighs, first time I went from 25 to 23.75, so I lost 1.25. This time I just lost 0.25, so I'm at 23.5. Calves, they dropped from the beginning. The first time they didn't lose any on the calves. This time they lost 0.5. Biceps, first time 16, then they're 14.5. Now they're at 13.5. So lost another inch. And my neck started at 16.25, and it was 15.5. And this time it was 15, so I've lost 0.75 from the neck each time. So looking at this, I mean, I still have a waist that's 39.5 inches, right? And that's a lot. I mean, that's where most of my fat is stored. So there's not that much to lose. I mean, these numbers even show that I'm not going to lose much more from my thighs, my calves, really anywhere but the waist. So this is why it's important to just continue forward, because we still have a long way to go, and it's maybe the harder fat to lose, whatever. But I think what's reasonable before the end date. So we're a little over halfway, right? We're day 203, 204, and we're gonna have the end of the year at 365. I think a good number to strive for at this point would be to get below 20% body fat. So anything below 20%, I think would be a huge success, and I think a reasonable goal, right? Because we've lost 15 at this point, 44 to 29, and so 29 to below 20 would be, basically a 10% decrease. And I don't think it's unreasonable. And if we just do some quick numbers, if I were to lose something like over the next 160 days, if I were to lose about 22 pounds of fat and gain 2 pounds of muscle or lean body mass, that means I would lose 20 pounds. So I would go from 182 to 162, right? And my body fat would go from 54 pounds to 32 pounds. Well, 32 pounds divided by 162 is in fact around 19 point, it's like 20%, a little bit lower than 20%, right? Because 162 is 16.2 is 10%, and so therefore 32.4 is 20%. But we would be at 32, so we'd be a little bit lower, would be like 19.9 or something percent. So I think that would be an excellent goal to shoot for, and most of that 22 pounds would come from the midsection. So that to me is going to be my goal going forward, and we'll see if we can get there. We have 2 more Bod Pods. I'll probably do the next Bod Pod since this one's on day 200, maybe like day 280 or something like that, and then the last one on 365. So anyway, so that was the results. That's kind of where we want to go. We've seen some great results, but we still have a long way to go to get rid of the stomach fat that surrounds our internal organs. So, but I mean, I'm very happy with where I am. I mean, again, think about to lose 47 pounds of fat. I mean, I lift 5-gallon jugs of water, once in a while to replace. I mean, that's so heavy. So to think you were carrying more than that much weight around all the time, just 6 months ago is crazy to me. So anyway, now yesterday I didn't do but a 30-minute ride. I was pretty exhausted for the week, and then my brother came over after work, and we hung out and then getting dinner, and it's by the time I could do a ride, I was really tired, and so I just decided to do a 30-minute one and go to bed. So that's back-to-back 20-minute and 30-minute rides for Thursday and Friday. So not what I've been doing. So I'm going to try to make up for it this weekend. So I got a good night's sleep last night. So today I'm going to try to ride for about 2 hours, and kind of get that mileage up and push hard during these rides, and we'll see if I can do that, and then tomorrow at least an hour. So, but yeah, I'm happy with the results. I'm glad to get the Bod Pod done. I'd been kind of avoiding it. It did suck to have to drive all the way out there, but I like having this data. I'm still impressed that I was able to still gain some muscle or lean body mass. I mean, I assume it's muscle, but when I'm losing just all this fat. So I'm glad I haven't been losing muscle. And I know my legs are stronger, so I can see them more defined. And so I assume any muscle gains have definitely been in the legs. But yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do an 8:45 class here. It's 8:30, so I'm gonna get on that in a second. I will see you tomorrow for day 205.